Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Let's get back in with some more Songs of Six. We'll just continue. That'd be great. Do-do-do-do. All right, where were we again? Oh, let's get time running because we know that needs to go. Oh yeah, we had somebody murdered again. That was something I wanted to look at. Guard post upgrades, if we could get a bit more leather armor, that would really help them, I think. So why don't we work on that a bit? Down here at Yon Taylor's, what are we doing? Well, we're running out of leather, probably is what it looks like. Yeah. It's not being delivered here. What are you guys doing? Oh, God, you're making a mess again, aren't you? You shouldn't be bringing that there. Where are they bringing it from? Hold on, let's see. So they're coming over here. I don't know. Yeah, they're bringing it from here. They shouldn't even be able to reach there. What the hell? Okay. You no longer pick up off the ground, buddy. Because they're just running it back and forth for no reason whatsoever, it looks like. So confused why they think this is okay. I think it's because odd jobbers don't care about the range on these, do they? Let's see if we can, if we leave it to not pick up off ground, are they going to still do it? I guess they're just going to do it till it's full and that's the end of it, huh? And then we're going to load it right up here. Well, you know what? I think we can fix that by just saying that you don't need to pick up cloth anymore. That's fine. I don't know why they're doing that, but we'll just say there's no cloth needed there. Just get the leather. It's fine. Little things you find out and you're like, what is going on with this? Anyways, interesting little side note there. What we actually wanted to know is, where is the leather and how is it coming in? So we know it comes in from our hunters here. And how much are they producing? Like, there should be almost enough. Okay. So if we could produce some more from taxes, we'd be doing better, for sure. We're pretty much in too hot of a climate for the pastures for them to be worth a damn. Let's take a look at where we're getting it from, though. So this place here is using up, yep, all its workforce for that. That's fine. Let's throw that in there just to get a bit more tax out of them. That's fine. This place here, we're getting some coal and a little tiny bit of stone out of their, I mean, how much workforce do you need for? You need over 600. Let's see. If we took out this, well, with one of those, would that get it there? Just barely. Health wouldn't be too terrible. And if we did that, that gives us enough to take the coal again there. Yeah. We can get this place to grow a little tiny bit. Got quite a few goat points to deal with, so we're okay there. So this place was our fruit mess that we're sorting out, right? Still has 13 more workforce now, though. Probably would like to get that to 2. Takes 5 workers. So that leaves us with 11, 8, I guess, more. Wow, math. Forte, swear. How much is that going to give us? 23 leather a year? Probably not the best. But it'll be some leather. I don't know if we're producing enough fruit, though, yet. We need to look at our... Let's get out of here for a sec. Let's look at our brewery here. Because I want to say fruit is quite good at this moment, but are these guys running full power now? I guess what we want to see. So they're at 83%. Yep, they're getting all the fruit in here. This one's at 93%. So it takes about 200 fruit, let's say. So 400 fruit is what we actually need to run them 2 breweries. Right now we're at 627. Okay, so we're okay. We can go ahead and do that then. As far as if we made this, let's see, what's the size of this guy need to be to? 2,400 to get there. So you'd almost get there with that. You'd need a hygiene building, probably. And another happiness building. Okay. Good to know. Now, instead of leather, though, we took a little bit of ore. Just a doge. And a bit of coal. Well, probably don't need that much coal. It's a thought we could start getting into smithies. I think we're still suffering too much on workers though right now, so let's just go with this for now. We'll get some more leather in and we can work on upgrading our law a bit. S3, what are you doing? You're at 1.14 with the stocks. We took off the stocks for now. That would get you to the 1.2 for this, right? All right, we'll let you be without the stocks for a bit. Anything else we want to do here? Probably eventually we would take maybe more leather from this. I don't know. Maybe some wood. That might be a good idea. They have really good wood cutting here. Let's see. Army presence is still super bad. We have 0.9 from police now, though. So we can almost get high enough. Can we get like a... I think I'll leave it at 2 for now. Because that should reduce this down to 0.5 minus... Okay. Let's see. We could upgrade our secret police with some HQs. I think we give them a stance, though that would get it to... Plenty. Okay. Then we could move the army out is the idea. So we'll give them a stand. Anything else? Got 3 left. Put a workers guild in there just because we can. And it evens it out, gives everybody else a little more workforce. Sure, why not? So this one is producing a grand total of jack and shit, so that's always nice. Nope, back to the world map. We're still working out here. But that should let us move these guys out to go play around with these guns here. Take a quick look at S3 here and make sure when they leave that it doesn't just go in the tube here. No, we're okay. We can even raise taxes a bit. About there. Okay. We'll go take Frauenstadt. Yep, we'll wait on that siege. Okay, what do we got going on here now? We're into siege. We've got one region that can be upgraded. This is Hiddenplatz, which could be a 4 now, right? Large town. Now with that, well, we don't have the tech to get it to the higher one anyway, so we'll just leave it as it is. I think I want to do that. Take out the stocks, maybe? Can we do that? Are you going to let us do that? No. Let's see. That costs 2 workforce. This is 2 as well, right? Okay. We'll go with the happy building. That'll give them a bunch more growth out of it anyways. Let's go opiates 3, I want to say, for these guys. Is probably a good number. Maybe even 1 more. 4, I think. We'll get us 58. That should be good. Can we get a canal here? We could if we had the workforce. Let's take that out for a second. We do irrigation here. Might grow us a bit. That gets you a 25% boost on basically all your growing things. But that only lets us get to 1. That's 18. Nah. Maybe we'll think about that later. Let's go back to 3. I think is probably 4. We're going to need those opiates later. And then we're just going to take some more leather for now. I think we'll go with that there. Another 231,000 down the poop chute. And where else we got here now? So that was Heavenplatz Blauricht, which is... Did anything there? No, we're just taking stone from there. God, that one's got potential to do a lot more, though. Drop that back to 3. Put in a well. 1.05. 1.2. There we go. Alright, and then we can do that to 3. That's fine. Maybe this will be the other place where we put in more secret police, but ideally we want to get the police realm to where we don't need to put in happiness buildings in places, and we could just do that. That was one of our stone places, so that's kind of a pain, but oh well. Plots we just did. Endek Harbor. We looked at you yet. 1.14. We were to take the stocks out. Can you just get it yet? Not quite. Really close, though. We have all 4 of our police realms in force, so... Let's see. Probably go with the stands instead, I guess. And then could we take something out of here? Ooh, you guys actually have good cows. We do something like that. Yeah, you're going to get to the bigger population anyway, so we can take some cows out of here for now. Yeah, we'll do the cows. They'll work for now. Accept that. Alright, Flansbeck. We looked at them. Right? Did I? Cotton herbs. A little bit of stone. Secret police. 2-2. They're level 4. Actually looks pretty good. Can we take this out now, though? With that amount of police? We can. Awesome. So that'll pull a little bit less workforce out of there. And we could maybe put in a workers' guild. And a bank for right now. Okay. Need to get some more tech invested, I think, into our... Oh, the... What you call it? Man, I'm bad at talking today. Get some more tech invested into the global things. This one will get to 600 here, though, too. So, and then this little guy at the very, very end here is already level 2. He's got this at 2. He's got his little bank. I don't think taking that out is going to give me enough people. No, just keep the bank for now. Yeah, this one's moisture pretty poor, so I think we just leave it like this. Throw the bank in it, and this place is done. Just leave it like that. There's no more you can do with it. Let it deal with itself. Okay. I think that's global management done for a bit. 6 new buildings. What do we got? We got new bathrooms everywhere, right? Bathroom, 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 and more bathroom. Cool. That is... This one here is still really hitting the struggle bus, isn't it? Where is that one? That's in this area. Must just be a high traffic area, I guess. Let's go ahead and remove some of this here. We're gonna work on El Bathroom here for a minute. Let's go ahead and embiggen the bathroom. So, well, that's stocks there. We don't want to get into those too much. We kind of went out to the stocks and then over this way, though. Maybe we can still leave them there. Go back one. Oh, we can line these out now. We got... Here, just get rid of all this so we can see what the hell's going on. There we go. Now we can see where we're doing. I think you'd use that there. Go ahead and remove this door. And then, put some there. Put some there. Maybe like that. The basins can be one big, so we could maybe shove one. Oh, that's interesting. You can reach that one from the side, so they can have a bunch stacked down the middle here, huh? Okay, I'm with it. 100% basins. Add more services in there. Oh, it needs doors, though, doesn't it? And God, I don't know what's wrong with these people thinking they need doors to get into buildings and stuff. All right. That'll hopefully improve that bathroom a bit. It still leaves a little bit of room to walk by the stocks here. We removed statues we didn't need to, so let's put them back in. We'll go 2 wide ones here, maybe here. And probably one down here. Across the street. Yep, looks good. Okay. And then a few torches along the way as well. Maybe a torch back there as well. Okay. We'll let them go with that. Hey, look at this guy go. What's he carrying? What do you have, dude? What do we do? What are we transporting here? Sometimes just watching where people go and how they move around the city can be a big help in figuring out how to optimize things, but... So you can see why some of our torches layout is not exactly optimal, because they do slow down as they run through people. So what did you just deliver? Fish? Okay. That was the fish run, basically, from all the way up here, all the way down there. But you did bring 400 at a time, so, you know, you get a good amount of fish there. Now, what is going on here? Okay. So they don't have any fish here. So they come over here and just loot this of fish, then, it looks like. Yeah, the ration makers are just like, we need more fish to make stuff. We're taking it all. Okay. I do want to upgrade that one as well, though, just to get the massive production out of these two. That may push our fish onto the negatives. We'll have to see. Oh, natural death at least. It was natural. At least it wasn't another murder. But if we look at the leather now, what's coming in from taxes should be better. Yeah, we got about 90 extra there, so... I think what I'd like to do... Because we're probably going to need more clothing soon. Real soon, actually. So let's switch these guys over to clothes, right? Out of cloth. You guys are going to make clothing now. Have fun with that. And we're going to just take and copy that. We're just going to bring this up closer to the source here of where the leather actually is. Get the old noise barrier in. Whoa, everybody just bailing. A big old fleet of people running through there. Something like that. Except we need one of those here, and they already built it, so we got to get rid of this now. Get rid of that wall. Despite having only 3 odd jobbers, we got a lot of people working on this. Must be people that are very not busy right now, so I guess that's good. It's a kind of, not really, sort of, maybe, I don't know. All right, want that to be a hallway like that, and it'll come out this end eventually once we decide to put more in there. All right, we'll let them work on that. And with that, our weavers are no longer sufficient, huh? Well, that's potters. Our weavers are no longer sufficient. These guys. They all have low workload, though. Probably because there's not enough cotton, maybe? Or is the fiber coming in good still? Should be okay. Why is their workload low? Is it we were full on cloth for a while, maybe? We'll have to wait until it picks up and we'll see. how it works out. If we run out of cloth or not here. We may be running low on it soon, but we'll want these guys to be actually at a good consumption. Yeah, so they're all running at 96, 97, 97, 96. All got full workers. And yeah, they are definitely not going to hold up to that many tailors. So let's grab this and just slap it in here. We need more weaving. Now this is going to collapse because we don't have enough coming in from taxes, but such is the way the world seems to work, right? You go to fix one problem, 7 others appear. What are we getting out of here otherwise? Herbs? How are those looking? Honestly, the decay is making the bulk of that. We look at how much rations are we actually selling right now? What are they worth, right? At 10 to 20k there. We're selling clothing, eggs, buying tools, buying metals still. But we're definitely positive on most days. I'm wondering if it's not better to go here and maybe get more cotton out of you instead, right? The other equation part is the stone, which we're just holding on to. So that one we could probably leave alone. Let's see. Large slaver wants cooking on the entire stock of wool below market rates. Apparently, disputes between the nobles and Barbados worse than the slavers want to be among first profit permit. But their current Cretonian slaves would slow them down too much. They're extremely cheap, likely cheap enough to resell them profitably. On a closer examination, their story does not add up, suggesting subterfuge. Well, we're not doing slavers, so we're just going to ignore that and act like it didn't happen. Which is the correct way to do it, I'm guessing, right? Now that's actually interesting. We need 2 more workforce to make that better, though. Well, take a little less tax, I guess. Yeah, I need 2 more workforce to get anything else out of here. This was a really good place, though, moisture-wise and everything. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, we take this guy out. And we go that. Does that get us enough? Yeah, it does. Okay. We'll go with that. And get a little bit more working out of there. This is the one we were kind of interested in, though, right? We go down to 1. That has our urge to 14. We'll still import them if we do need to. How does that not get me enough to get more cotton, though? Need 5 workers. What? We just had workforce disappear somehow into the ether. I don't know what happened. Get rid of that guy. Probably because we're taking out worker skills around places. Yeah. Okay. Well, we just exit out of that and leave it be, and we'll see what happens here in a minute. Alright. Maybe something we might be something we can solve with a little tech here in a minute. We need to get this here, which we actually have enough for. So let's get that. Then we can see where our workers guilds are and whether we can upgrade them, right? So here, can we improve you to level 2? That gets us 2.5% more people basically working. And with that, is that enough for this? No. What else could we do here? Well, eventually we could get more hygiene or whatever. Can we take the stand out? Not quite. I want to see if that multiplier just keeps ticking down, though. The 0.051 there seems to be getting lower and lower the longer we leave them alone. So we'll just let them roll like that. Now they've got a Tech 2 workforce thing, though. Where else do we have one? We have one here. Don't have any extra people here right now. Take out the bank. Is that enough? Need one more. Of course, we just need one more worker. Well, herb farm's going down to 1 for a minute. We're going to upgrade this. And then can it go back up all of a sudden? Yes, it can. Let's see if we go with 4 cotton instead, though. That'll give us another 100 on that. And we'll run with 1 herbs for a while and see how that works out. Endic Harbor. And Hebenplatz. Yeah, multiplier is still pretty high on there. When I'm talking multiplier, I'm looking at the total there times 0.5 or whatever. That's the one that's kind of killing us. We could get the religious unity or something up, I guess, but haven't got that far to think about it yet. Just trying to get as much as I can out of them right now. So right now it's 0.255. If we take this out, it's probably going to go way down to 0.004. So yeah, I can't quite do that yet. I'm going to leave the stand in there, I guess. And the extra workforce didn't quite get us enough people yet. It will eventually, though. This place... Yeah, this one's a full 100% moisture. Probably going to be a better place to put this in there. Needs 2. We need 1 more or 2 more workers. 1 more. I don't suppose I can get rid of that, can I? No. Okay. We'll go ahead and leave that out for now as a thoughtful experiment for later. Right now, we're going to say we need more cows, though. Thank you. Thank you, Director. And then these guys were the ones down on the coast here that we couldn't really do a whole lot with right now. Wait for them to grow so we can upgrade them. Okay. We accomplished absolutely nothing we wanted to. Well, we got the cloth. We got the cloth we needed, I guess. What's this at? Nowhere close. Okay. So is that going to be enough? Should be enough. We'll see once this actually gets built. What do we think about increasing anything along these lines to get some more people moved in here? We used to have such a terrible time distributing the fish. It's like amazing how bad they are at distribution. You better not say my housing is going down. There's 560 houses in this joint. Figure it out. Like, I mean, come on. Oh, I see. We didn't upgrade these yet, it looks like. Okay, fine. Housing, upgrades. Upgrade this. And this as well. Okay. That adds 4 per house, so that's a good 50 or 100 people that can move in here now. They should not have any more problems figuring out where to live. Like, this should fill up. Yeah. Give it a sec here. They should have enough room. Although, maybe not. They're just going to be like, no, there's nowhere to live anywhere near here. I don't want to go to this house here that has empty spots in it. I want to live over here somewhere and then bitch about where I live in relation to my work. Damn plebs. Never satisfied, right? Okay. Nothing we could change in this tab. We're not doing children, so that's the only thing we could change there. We could up food servings, I guess. We do have a slight positive veggies. By slight, I mean not very much. Is this one built yet? Yeah, this one's built. 125, 124, 113, 102. Other things we didn't look at, we do have noble promotions we could dole out a bit. Weavers could use one. Those guys are good. Veggie farmers are actually using that whole one now. Yep, you guys are okay-ish on it. You're being kind of wasted, but it's fine. Woodcutters is almost right on. Carpenters is a little bit, Brewers is not quite all of them, but close enough. And fisheries is close enough. Okay. Basically, all our nobles are fairly well good with their promotions, so we'll just kind of stick on them till we decide what we want to build next. The bathrooms are still ticking up. They don't like that their access is a little low, but whatever. Markets are kind of stuck where they're going to be. Wells are kind of stuck where they're going to be. Although, well, quality is not that good, apparently. I don't know how to fix that. Hearths are decent. Speakers are pretty decent. They need upgrades to be any better. Stages, we could put a few more around, I guess. Let's see. Where's our stages at? Let's take a look at them. Damn it. This guy. Well, they'd like one down here, I guess. That shouldn't be too hard to accommodate, right? What's this? That's our storage depot. We won't mess with that. That's our herb importer. Let's do a stage maybe here, I guess. Or next to the temple. I'm okay with that idea. And since we're over here, let's do a little... torches look okay. What about statues? Probably could use a couple more of them around here. Maybe like that, and some benches. Everybody loves all the benches all the time, apparently. If we do, no other way. Face the benches towards the stage. They'll appreciate it, I'm sure. Sneak a couple more along that edge. Maybe a little statue right here, too. There you go. One here. One there. One in the corner. Perfect. It's fantastic. Everybody loves it. If they don't, well then, you know, that's their problem, not mine. We'll put a couple big old fat statues right there too. Alright. Back to more stage access. So there's one there. What else? Where else could we need them here? A little thin in this area. What looks like a bunch of dead bodies, you know, here, but they're actually swimming. So they're fine. I know they look like they're all dying, but this would probably be a good place to do this. Since they're all down here swimming anyways, let's make sure that it's well lit. They get all their buffs while they're swimming. And we can even put them in a bunch of benches next to it here. They can stand there and watch everybody skinny dipping. Not that way. That way. There we go. We'll just kind of do the same over here next to the other pool because everybody seems to just hang out there, so why not? Bench that up. There you go. Let's see how that helps them with their services a bit. Should help a bit. Alright, these guys here again. Where else are we kind of lacking in these? In here? Doesn't look too terrible, honestly. Mostly I'm just looking for places that are like completely red. Like this corner down here is definitely pretty rough. So let's put a stage in maybe here. That's a good spot for it. I'll go like that with one. Probably do the same thing along here where we get, oh, you know, a statue or two here for them to look at while they're swimming. A couple of big torches so nobody's swimming in the dark. No fishing in the dark around here. I mean, what's a statue without a couple benches by it, right? Everybody likes to sit next to the big old lamp and watch the world go by. There you go. Have at her, boys. Alright, so that should adjust our stages up a little bit, hopefully. Other than that, the other things we're going to have to probably get some research done for upgrading the wells, the markets, the food stalls, etc. Laboratory is the only one that we could get fully filled right now. Environment wise, we're upping the statue and the torches right now. We just did a bunch of that. army they're happy about. They would like us to store some more eggs, so let's see what we can do about that. Shouldn't be a problem. We produce way more than enough of them. Just need to... Is this one? Yeah. Just need to... Go ahead and pause it for a sec. We just need to make this guy a bit bigger. Bigger, please. Thank you. We'll do that. Which means all these got to go. We got to move them all. We're going to put a door maybe right here, I guess. Which actually probably doesn't work out too bad if we're just going to spam the crates along this wall like that. All right, good enough. Build it. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, test. Hey, there, finally went up. I see you there, Squallion Hearts. It worked. Wouldn't work for me earlier. Maybe because I'm the broadcaster, just didn't show it up. I don't know. I was like, what the hell's going on with this? I don't have like an on-stream overlay set up or anything. It was just to see if it would show up in my combined chat that I have up and mix it up. Oh my god, you guys, would you finish building this already? Come on. There we go. Okay. Yep, that should be a bit more appropriate amount of eggs for them. They're going to stack them all in here real quick. We'll let them finish that. They got to put all these on here. The thing I hate is now I gotta rename this warehouse again because I rebuilt it, so now it's like, oh, you need to rename it. There we go. Imagine that's your day. You walk from here, pick up an egg, walk it back over to here, put it on a shelf. Then you go back to the pile of 700 eggs, pick them up, put them back on the shelf. It's just like, that's a rough day. Maybe about feeling like you're not providing much usefulness. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I've had jobs that were like that before, though. So, you know, maybe not with eggs, but, you know, with gravel or something like that. It's definitely a thing that could happen. All right, so with that, I do see a little tick of blue. This should be going up now. They want 400%, I believe. Is that what it was? And we have 238 at... So right now we're sitting at 7.5. About 250% of our population. So they want about 400%. So they want 12,000? Nope, we're playing as Amevias. No humans. Nope, just Amevias. That's it. We have no other races whatsoever. Just the Amevias, because they pretty much hate every other race anyways, so. But they don't like enslaving them either, so. So we have a capacity at 9.3K there. Probably not going to be enough. reset these up further down or something. Nah, we'll leave it for now. How's this coming? Are you done yet? Yes, you are. Probably way done. And we'll take over Plaukenstad, which is actually 82 area. 100% moisture though, so it has a decent amount of population capacity, we'll say. We'll go straight to level 2 though, won't it? Level 3, I think even, yeah. So that could go straight to level 3, that's good. What do we want to steal from it, I guess, is the question. By steal, I totally don't mean just take everything possible. We'll see once the army ticks it down what they're going to give us here. I think we want to take some ore, though. I'd like to get a bit of ore going and a bit of coal. Probably less coal because I have a really good coal place down below. So we're just going to take ore from it, even though it's not the absolute best or anything. And we're going to work on maybe making a smithy somewhere. Tired of buying metal. The absolute mob of people moving through here is nuts, though. Alright, so we're at 3.11. Anything else we can increase? This is going to tick up and down as we get it harvested and everything. Right now it's going upwards, and it should continue upwards till it's almost full now. That will help a little bit. Shrine-wise, we don't have good access to them, it looks like. Probably a better idea would get more tech and upgrade them. You guys are using leather, right? No. Oh my god. Sag face. So that's gonna basically tank our production here in just a minute as they all go grab all the leather. But that's okay. We're still at 34. Give me just 1 second. Alright, gave the doggies they're talking to. Let them know that nobody wants to hear their barking. Nonsense. And they completely ignored it, obviously. So we're still in the positive, even putting that into the library. That's good, though, because it means we can actually get some knowledge here and hopefully unlock... Well, we needed to unlock a couple things. We want to get into this skilled workforce and the secret police so we can do more on the map. Benches would be a good upgrade. That gets some points, maybe. Probably more into up here. Markets of both sides and the tavern. Don't need too many taverns, but they do help. Actually, I think I do want to get the taverns because if I remember right, if we go in here to access, there's a whole little bar here that's a half that's drink prep that only gets filled by using a tavern. So let's go ahead and maybe get some taverns rolling, huh? Because everybody loves a little getting drunk, right? I think, we need a decent size. Not too big, like something like that. Make sure we can service, a good amount of customers. Carpets can also bring this up, though, so we don't need to do... Actually, let's do this and this. This can probably go away. If we make it one wider here, we'll probably get a bunch more in here. Put a pillar... about there. Alright, do a little work on the tables here. Alright, knickknacks. We should be able to put one there. There. Not in the corners, though. Got to be able to get to those tables. Do one there, though. That gets us to 50. I think we can get 50 with the carpets. Oh, yeah, easily. Okay. Easily get it up to 100% coziness. Alright, where we want doors? We want one at least there. Maybe in the back here, too, and back here as well. I like it. It's a tavern. It'll serve the drinks. Let's blueprint it. Now, once this gets going here, I want to see... I didn't see how many workers it took, so we'll give it a sec here to build up. Shouldn't take too long. Man, our weavers are just chewing cloth now at this point. Holy crap. The only thing we may need to do, actually, let's go ahead and bump you up a level. That's going to amp that production up quite a bit here. Yep, see? Now the production capacity just went to 252, and now we're absolutely not going to have enough cotton. Perfect. Sounds like a wonderful plan. All right, where were we on the world map here? We were up here at Fraukenstadt. A totally non-German name. This one is up to 600. We were going to take a little coal and iron from it. It's still devastated or still unloyal, so we got to kind of wait here till loyalty picks up. Yeah, because it's only a 0.28 modifier on... So you see it just went up to 0.29. Basically, it'll increase over time. So we'll just ignore it for now. But we are definitely not having enough cotton now. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. 288, huh? No one know what the system's pressure is. So we've got 600 left in there. What do we got for soil here? This is garbage sand over here, right? Yeah, okay. Soils. I need soils, please. Soil. Bunch of garbage alluvium. That's till. Where is the rich? Is this till? This is the rich over here. Okay. If we wanted to grow anything, it should be right here. Honestly, probably doable. Moisture's fairly decent there. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn that off so we aren't blinded by it still. And we will go ahead and put in, I think maybe, I know we just ripped these out from over on the other side, but we're going to maybe start, probably down here by the water. This till, right? Yeah, okay. So, where are you at? Again. Oh my god, I'm bad at this. Okay, cotton farm. There we go. We go like here, probably. Something like that. Soil 98, that should be good. Moisture's high enough, we shouldn't have to like double canal it or anything weird like we had to do on the other side. So, let's get a... Well, you know, they like wandering down here to go skinny dipping anyways. Now they can have a job down here. Yeah, pump right in line with this guy here. Like that. You can run that straight up through here. Somewhere about here it'll be done. Yeah, right about there. That looks good enough to me. Alright, now what do you guys look like here? 88.76. 108.77. I didn't know we could go above 100. No, that's nice. And 102.76. Okay, so maybe we need to go ahead and grab these two. Let's see. Man, I don't want to do awkward shapes. We're not doing it. We're just saying it doesn't happen. No awkward shapes. They need to be squares. Sorry. All right, you're going to come over here. There you go. And we're going to need a loading depot, probably a warehouse right here as well. So, a warehouse to hold all said cotton. Yeah, it's all going to be going to here, so it might as well. Yeah, we'll just put in a loading depot and a little warehouse here, I guess. Let's see if we can put it on the crappier soil side, though. How much would that hold? 1.7 before upgrade. Probably enough. I'll just slap a door in it there, and it's good to go. Cool. And then a loading depot. Right, loading station. My bad. Like that. We'll let them build that. There they go, cleaning it up. Now, this whole time we have gained 100 people or so, looks like. Maybe a little more than that. So you don't notice them usually when you're just importing people as like a madman whenever you can. It's very hard to get this number to actually go up because every time it goes up a little bit, somebody else moves in, and then it goes down, and then people go out, and then they move in, and then it goes down. So it kind of makes it hard to keep it ticking up. This is about 100 people here as far as labor. It will definitely be too much cotton. That's okay. We need it right now. So you'll see the production capacity tick back and forth now because what's going to happen is some taxes are going to come in and then they'll be able to use it, and then the production will go up and then it'll go back down, and yeah. The numbers aren't really good until it's actually until you have like stable production, then the numbers actually work okay. This here is kind of a thing. I was thinking we could bring it up into this area as well. So this is pretty good soil here too. So as long as, you know, the sand's garbage, but the till is okay. If you can get some moisture in here. The woods fall silent. The forest around your capital have changed overnight. Oh, this is the fungus thing. Burn it. No, we just need to get some shit banked up. Apparently we're drinking way too much of it, and we don't have enough banked up. Let's see. Yep, you guys go down to 1 drink serving. And matter of fact, you know what? You're just done drinking for right now. So have fun. I'm much did it say we needed and how long was it? So we have 7 days to get... How much? We need 803. How much should we produce a day? Probably more than that. Well, if the damn fruit had ever come in. Let's see. Is there fruit on the way ever? Yes, here. Alright, you've got 10k fruit, so should be okay. That should get in there in time and we can make some stuff out of it. Looks like it just got here now. Let's see. That should be up here. Should see some showing up at some point. Because they did just come into town, right? We just saw it arrive, right? Oh, no, it's here. Okay. It's not here yet. It's almost here. There we go. Now it's here. Okay. Well, we just got to wait for it to actually get into a warehouse so it can be used. There we go. There's the fruit coming in. Now you guys need to get it all cooked up into proper liquor. We have 6 days to go. We're at 1:30 and they're stealing it all for other things, so they better get faster at it here. Better get it done. You only got a few more days, guys. You're only halfway there. Better keep cooking. Better keep cooking faster. I don't know if we're going to get it or not. It's filling markets and stuff is what's happening right now. So, yeah, we may have to do the old... Go to the world map, talk to your buddy next door, and be like, hey, buddy next door, would you like to... I wonder what he wants for that. Well, 11.2 million. He's getting there. It's less than it was last time I looked. What about you? What do you want for that? 9.2. I don't know if that's worth it or not, but okay. You would do that for 40k. Doesn't get me anything. Might increase my opinion with him a little bit, I guess. We saw a peace treaty bumping this up a bit for me, so that's always a thing. He's going to want to declare war eventually here, though. But I would like about 1,000 of this if you got it. Yeah, 500 will work. What do you want for it? 40k? Okay. We're going to go to you. I would like also about all of this you have. 500 is okay. If we demand all of it, he's going to totally want way too much for it. We'll go over to this guy. I'm getting way too much because otherwise they will suck it all up before we can ever use it for the event. So, all right. That's about 300k on booze. Sounds like a wonderful effective purchase to me. Because they've already almost sucked through all this fruit that we had. Although there is quite a big pile right here, so we'll see. All right, there we go. Enough. Use the shada. So the reason why you do that is you get this great boost for using it instead of just burning it down. It basically kills everything. But this just makes all your farms like twice as effective is the gist of it. And our ranches as well. So it does kill a bunch of livestock, which is just our stored, which is fine. I don't know if that one gives you a permanent boost though. So if you look over here, this is your permanence. So it doesn't do a permanent. Okay. But it does give us a nice feast bonus. So that's always good. All right. It's about time for me to get up, grab another drink, use the bathroom, all that good stuff. We'll be back in a few minutes. Give me about 5-10 minutes and I'll be back. We're going to let you follow around Aeon Ga. Who's going to take you on a tour of the city while I'm gone. I'll be back in a couple. All right, I am back. So I hope you enjoyed your time with the trader here. Took you on a little tour of a daily in the life of a trader. We probably had another murder here. Yeah, it looks like somebody else got murdered. Dragging him off. Wonder where he was murdered at. Probably over here somewhere. Well, now that we've upgraded clothing and tailoring somewhat, fabric is should be catching up here once these farms all get kicked into gear. Looks like they're still working on building them. And they'll get them done soon enough, and we'll have some more cotton coming in. This warehouse needs to be fixed, though. This needs cotton and nothing but cotton. I want it to only grab from the ground. Only from about there. Well, maybe further away. From about the fields there. There you go. Now, that doesn't get over to this one. Hopefully, they will obey that, but I doubt it. So, we'll give it an upgrade, too, so it holds a lot. 6.6k. That should be plenty to hold a harvest. And then they can drag it over here. This here needs to not pick up off the ground. Load cotton from here. Cotton. And it's going to take it from a very small radius of nothing. Because it's only loading from right here. Whenever it feels like it. Whenever there's any in here, stick it on there. Take it where it needs to go. Problem solved. Okay. We'll let that part run. Up here, we wanted to look at this one, which should be doing this. This should be doing this. That was a mistake we didn't fix for quite a while, probably. So they got to file out, go get the leather, bring it in, and then we'll see how leather actually looks at this point. Gotta let it run for a day or so, I think. Where's your consumption now? 50? Okay. Other thing we probably should do is maybe dedicate some space to store this armor they're producing so they can actually do something with it. I know we've got storage down here for it, but I definitely don't want them running it all the way down here. Matter of fact, we are going to take this guy here and turn off armor. Go in here, take away that armor. We'll put another one up here, wherever it went, up here somewhere. Yeah, we can take about half the leather space here. With 20 crates, and then we can add in our armor in here. Leather armor, that's how many suits? 4.5k, that should be enough, right? What's the army say? Army says we need 6,000, so yeah, that's not big enough. Okay. Well, time to edit this warehouse a bit then. It needs to be about that big. Not quite. Right there. Right there? Okay. Crates, please. Crated. Doors. Let's go ahead and put a couple here. So we can get in this end. Maybe 1, 2, 3 here. Take out that one. 1, 2, 3 there. We get one more on the end. Just so everything's nice and kosher. Perfect. Build it. Alright, we'll let them do that. We need more odd jobbers again. Oh, I know why. Whoops. They're probably all mad about this. 2. And yes, you can drink again. So they're starting to get a little bit of drink preference now because there's a tavern in the city, so we'll see how that lasts if they actually are consuming more than the breweries are making. Right now, we've got a lot of extra, so we'll see. Okay. Actually, should be getting some actual numbers on leather now. About negative 47-ish or so. All right. Other things is we got a lot of knowledge now. We got 85. They do want us to put in some retirement homes. We'll do it. That's another one that should get us a big boost. I think it's under services. No, it's under population. Nope. Environment. Nope. Religion. Nope. Occupation. There it is. That's basically our entire occupation board. So right now, they're saying that we should have 640 retirees if we let them retire at 25% of their age. Now, at that point, they're going to reach 40% of their life at 100, so it's basically spread over a 60% grade. So 25% of 60% is God knows what. About 15, actually. So 15% of their lifespan they get to retire. We're going to bring that down to about 15%, I think. Because as soon as we start building these things, they're going to get overwhelmed like nobody's biz. All right, Taylor 3's fine. Yes, I know you need people. I don't care. Weaver needs people. Don't care. Stage is in there. Stage is in there. New warehouse for the pasture that we just did. What else do we got here? Tavern's done. It's got drinks. Service is terrible because it's completely overloaded at this point. They're absolutely mobbing the tavern. So that's a thing. This dude had too much of a good time, it looks like. He had a pretty good time there in the tavern. Another one here. Sobering up. And this warehouse was for cotton? Yeah. I think I already have another cotton one, so we'll name that one number 2. If I remember right, I did. Yeah, maybe not. Thought I did have another cotton one. Oh well. Anyways, we're going to upgrade it. It's got full cotton. It's good. Oh, it's because it's not called cotton. It's called fiber. Jeez, get with the times. Call things by their right names. Fiber number 2. There we go. Now it's the right one. Give it some people to work in there. Next up, loading station. It probably needs people to work in it. And this is fiber number 2 as well. Fibre number 2. Number 2. These loading stations have nobody working there automatically for some reason. I don't know why. See, that one was for Shadet and for wood, so we never set their employees. That's nice. Cotton farms are going. They're going to take a while to ramp up. They take 25 each. That's fine. That's 100 people working in cotton. Or fibre, depending on how you want to put it. Anything we want to change here? Probably not right now. We'll maybe specialize our economy a bit better later. Did this ever get built? No, they're still working on that. Let's see. How are they getting there? Looks like they come down to right about here and then go across. So we'll just put in a road there. And let them do that. Okay. Don't know if we probably will need some more housing down here for this and this here. I'm guessing. I'm thinking probably not a whole lot of empty houses around here. I suppose we could just turn on this. This should tell us, right? If we zoom out a bit, we can actually see. There's an empty one here for 14. These are pretty much all full, though. So, yeah, we're going to need a bit more housing in this area. That being the case, this janitor, can you reach these places? Almost. Not quite. We need another one down here then. And what are you doing with your life not having enough stone to fix shit? Oh my god, you have problems. What are you struggling for here? Is that cut stone or regular stone? Janitor, tell me what's wrong here. You need cut stone. Why don't you have the cut stone? Probably because there's nobody delivering it anywhere near here. Up here is the closest one. And there is one. Okay, well, I see why that could be a problem, but you just need to deal with it and get it done. Let's check our masonries. These guys should be loading this up fairly fast. They're a little poor on workers right now, but let's watch them for a sec here and see if they get it over there eventually. And there went one. There's two. They're getting it done. It's just not the fastest thing right now. Not much we can do about it. Unless we take and maybe... How many do we have in masonries? 197. We could upgrade a little bit. We've got quite a bit laying around. It's just taking its damn time getting to where it needs to go. We do produce more than we use. What does stone say? 168, huh? I bet that's going to totally tank this down. Oh, nice. 12.6. Perfect. I'll bring this up another 40 or 50. So, yeah. That'll help. Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah, and I mean, from his last, from the last, like, you know, video he did or whatever, he's like, yeah, I know it keeps going back and back and back, but he's thinking somewhere around 27, end of 27, realistically. He said there's definitely going to be a 0.72 or 0.71, and then from there, he's not sure, but I mean, in the last few patches, there hasn't been too many major changes. Like, things have changed how they work a bit, but for the most part, it's been fairly stable. He'll add some things, but most things kind of stay the same. At least from, you know, I don't know. I haven't played since like 6, 7, I think was the last time I played, so I've had about a year break from it. Just coming back into it again now. All right. Plaukenstadt. Is, how are you thinking about us now? 0.46? I think that will be okay if we move the army out now. Actually, are you big enough now? You are big enough? No. We already went to level 3 with you. Okay. Could make it bigger, but I think we're just going to leave it right now. We aren't doing anything with this yet either. We should probably do something with that. You know, it might be a better idea is to put one of these in here for now. Get some extra workforce everywhere else. %15 more workforce everywhere else. What do we want that we could actually use right now from here? More cows. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. And these guys should be able to go have fun at the next place, which is where? Where do we want to go? Den Bosch? Sure. We're just kind of rolling around, taking everywhere that's a free city before anybody else does, so might as well. We should be able to see these guys now. We'll get their happiness dropped a bit, but that's fine. Yep, they're all happy still. And since they're so happy about being under our yoke, they will get an increased tax rate of a lot. All right. And how's this going? We're loading it up. Okay. Slowly. Really? 75? That's it? Oh, because this isn't running yet. That's why. Duh. Yeah, we actually have to get the pump running before that works. We do know that we need a janitor down here. Yeah, we'll wait on that. We might as well just take this whole section here. Say yoink, and we're going to slap it down here. Right about there looks good. Then what we're also going to do is probably grab... Let's see. These things are so busted. They've been busted forever. Because these things are just not getting any cut stone to them at all, ever. It's one of the things I'm not sure what the problem is. It gets used up too quick or something, but when it gets here, it's just like instantly hoovered. The one or so delivery it gets every once in a while, so I don't know. You can see all the statues. They're just absolutely destroyed right here. It could just be there's too many statues here, too. Maybe just get rid of a bunch of these. There we go. Problem solved. There we go. Done. We'll fix the problem of not having enough cut stone by just getting rid of all these statues. I'm sure that's the correct answer. There we go. I'll just fill in some road instead. I'm sure you'd like a road instead of an actual statue. But yeah, you can see the statues are just not getting maintained at all. But I want one of these warehouses down here. Next to the janitor here somewhere. Probably about like that. Mostly I'm just kind of keeping going with this loading station thing and unloading stations until it completely falls apart on itself. Because I've done the everything warehouses, and while they do work, they can absolutely just demolish your workforce, though. Like, you'll see some will get... So, like mine, you can see most of them are all unemployed. And we have, like, one that's 27. That's the vegetable farms. The fish farms are pretty high load because there's a lot of fish they're moving. Wood is really high load because it's a lot of wood it's moving. Even though that's probably too many. We'll bring it down to about 20. It's moving a lot of wood in here. It might be that it's trying to get it from too far away. I don't know. Maybe they're snagging it from somewhere else. They like to do that. But anyways, you see most of them are fairly low employed. And then if we look at our export depots, yeah, that's, going to be that way, exporting things. But they're all one employee pretty much anyways, so that's fine. The unloading stations do take quite a bit. But if you figure those are supplying an entire area, it's not too bad for employees. And the loading station's kind of the same thing. Yeah, they take a few people, but they tick up and down as they get full and empty. So it's not too bad to have 1.06K for 3K people. I mean, that's not too bad. That's all our government too, not just logistics either. So we're probably more realistically about 450. My highest pop ever, 7,000 I think I had. Yeah, it could be. 1 second. Does that sound a little better? Might be that. Yeah. Yeah, I did. messing with the EQ and probably cranked the bass way too high on accident. Forgot to turn it back down when I was fiddling with it earlier. Let's see. But yeah, I think I got to like, what, 7K, something like that at one point. Yeah, this one is warehouse and leather armor. This is leather / armor. Oh, wait, I know what it is. They are getting the armor in there. That's good. I probably should get... Where are you? Should be one here somewhere. I know there's a... Oh, it's this guy here. Okay. This guy. We're going to let him collect armor. He can come up here and grab it when he needs it for the army. Saves me from having to build another one up here. I haven't tried the... Is that like the 4X production mod or whatever? Like, we're playing on the gigantic map right now, so I've been doing that one. It's, you know, I think it's 1048 by 1048, something like that, or 1408 by 1408 instead of 1768. Let's see. We do just something like this. We can go up here and find out how big this map is. If we grab this corner right up here, we go down all the way down here and increase the lag as you go. So it's 1408 by 1408. Nah. That'd be too easy. We gotta find out real ones here. Alright, these guys are getting besieged down. We'll pop one upgrade on that pump. You know, I don't think I want to ship everything in the world down here. Well, I mean, I do want to get some things down here, but we might just say that this warehouse gets to go wherever the hell it wants to get its goods and see how many people it actually uses to do that. Have to wait for him to actually come build it, though. Or we could make this the retirement community. I haven't even thought of that. Maybe that's a good idea. Let's go... Where's that under health? No. Afterlife. Yep, it's in the afterlife. Here's your retirement community. I hope you enjoy it. There it is, right there. To be fair, I kind of did the same thing most of my other games. Like, it was just either it was a big mess, or if I tried to plan it, it usually ended up being an even bigger mess. So let's see. So if we did we went with what we were saying. We're looking at like 600 people need to retire, I think. Rest home. I have no idea whether one this big would work or not. It'd be funny if it does, though. How many old people can you pack into a building? That's the question here. Yeah. I was thinking about doing that. I'm almost to the point where I want to start doing that. It's the, okay, how much does this bump this up? And we could stick them right in here, right? Oh, massively. Oh, that increases capacity? Oh, okay. So we could even Do some fatty dance floors for him, have him cutting a rug. Right? Let's make sure we're not cutting all this off too much. We do that? Okay, we could. So we could do like double pillars in here. Maybe every other one. And then these guys are just in here. Oh, rude. We have to do it like everyone. Okay. Messed up. Ruined it. You know, I kind of like the look. Yeah, it's like, I feel like I'm at that point in the game where you start hitting the odd jobber wall. Like, where they just don't seem to be enough of them all the time when you need them, so. But a lot of it is, I do have a lot of them in the basic industries instead of the other industries, so. If we did this all the way down, I don't think we could go all the way to the edge, though. We have to go one off, right? But like that. So we're up to 310 old people can live here now. Can't do tables, so do we just make them all dance floors? Or do we put more tables this way? We'll go that way. I kind of like that look. This is the rest home to end all rest homes, basically. And we'll cram some more tables in there. Maybe some along the wall here. Maybe some back in the edges here. You know, everywhere you can fit a table, you shove a table. And then I get the joy of trying to put carpets over this entire thing. Alright. What do decorations look like? 1% on decorations. Okay, we're probably not going to have enough here. What if we stack them in here? Don't want to put them there. That kind of cuts it off a bit much. Let's see how the carpets will work out. Put the double ones in those couple spots. What are we looking at? 18%. Okay. We are not making it with carpets. I can tell you that much right now. We're going to have to do some more decorations, I think. So let's get rid of this area then. We'll do the decoration corner here. They seem to do a lot more for increasing the coziness of the joint. There you go, old people. You can look at your wall of cabinets. Like, back when I was a kid, we used to go mine stone. and that was all we ever did was mine the stone. I went home and I thought about stone. And when I came out, at the end of the day, I got stone. I was just talking about how, like, you kind of run into that odd jobber wall at a certain point where you just, you don't seem to ever have enough to keep up with what you're trying to produce as well as the happiness buildings you're trying to make. But it feels like there's weird breakpoints, you know, like all of a sudden you have none and then the next second you have like tons. So it's kind of a, but I do like that about this game. There's never a point where you're just like, yeah, I've got everything, I win. You know, it feels like the bigger you get, the more you have more challenges and more challenges. So it's not always just you get to a certain point. It's like, yep, I've got everything. It's all good. Well, we got it to 54%. Okay. So maybe we have to take out a table here and a dance floor there. And we'll fix this end as well. We'll decorate up this end for the old people too. That's 20%. We can't stack them there at all. Well, we could go down one, though. And put one there. We'll do one there. It gets us 77. We'll carpet that out, just see what the actual number is here. 78. Probably going to have to do one more here. I think we have to get rid of these tables. More decorations. Which means we can take that out and we can put a bunch in here, right? Like this. 92, we're getting there. 93, we almost got it. Not quite, though. Not missing any carpet, so out you go. Get out of here. We need more tables. Nope, get rid of that. Decoration time. 96, 99, 100. Okay. Now can we sneak a table or two in here now? Should be able to. Oh yeah. We definitely can. Actually, if we took out that and that, probably put a bigger one right here, right? Not quite. Ah, you're killing me, Smalls. Alright, we'll do it like that. It looks good enough. Finish it up with carpets. We should be able to get it to 100, I hope. If we don't, I'm going to be so mad. One more decoration there. We get one more in the corner. Alright, okay. Finish it up with carpet. Make it look nice. Make it look pretty. Beautiful. We have the old folks home of the ages, meant for 350 people. And they can go out this door to go look at the pumps and listen to the noise that they don't like. And then we can go out this way, I guess. Well, no, that's just into the stone, into the furniture. I want to do that. They come in there. Oh, maybe over here, maybe up here. Probably down here as well, so they can get out and go look at the water. Give them a nice big door there. Fantastic, and that is a spendy building. Yeah, they always seem to live in the wrong spots, don't they? And while we're at it, let's go ahead and kind of seal this off the pits so they aren't getting all mad about the noise. Alright. I know it's your favorite skinny dipping spot next to the pump, but we're not doing it right now. We gotta seal out that noise. There you go. Alright, this thing here. Now, if we were just to tell it to go figure out where to get stuff, let's see how many people would actually use it and whether it gets everything. I just want to kind of see if it will or not. We'll let it run for a minute. Oh, we forgot this thing. This is probably way long and done, isn't it? Yep. And we're going to occupy that bad boy. Den Bossen is mine. Ah, not too bad. Fairly crap moisture. But it'll get to 600 easy enough with the devastation down. So we'll let it grow up to that. They do have slightly good cows, so we'll take some cows for now. And just leave it at that. Alright. Well, one person that got exposed. No idea how he did. He's in here. I have nowhere to live. I sleep in the gutter. That is your fault, buddy. There's 628 available homes right now. I don't know what you want me to do. You're over here being a doofus, like, oh, I don't know where to live. Don't give me that crap. You made that decision, not me. Let's, hey. Congratulations, you've now earned the right to title yourself the bureaucrat. What a great title. Gained by having your papers and orders increase government points. Races unlocked, the Garthemi and now the Amevia. Cool. Alright, 3 buildings done. This warehouse that still hasn't grabbed anything yet. It's got 2 people working in it. So, yep. They're struggle busting it. And what else we got done? The janitor that has nothing in it and that's still trying to get people in there. And the bathroom. Because it's important, okay? Bathrooms have to be there. You can see, we needed a bathroom down here, apparently. Lisa's telling me we did. Housing-wise, I'm guessing we need homes over here. Oh, maybe not. They're not complaining they couldn't find houses, so maybe they came up here and grabbed some or something. I don't know. This guy's wandering across the desert to go home. He's like, I just wanted a drink of water at home. Me being the loving ruler I am, so that sucks to be you. I mean, we do have a big enough canal. We can run it up here somewhere, right? Actually, we can connect it to our other canal system. We'll just double it up. Now we got more pumps for more power for the canals. Because this one's only 225, so it's going to add a bunch to it. This one up here is totally not overpowered at all either, so we should probably put in some more pools, I guess. Let's go. We can go over. Whoa, I didn't mean to click on you. Sorry, bud. Let's go over here. Buy all these houses here, and we'll put in a nice big old swimming pool for them. They like ponds anyways, and they're cheap, so. Put in a big, nice swimming pool there. I'm sure they'll love us for it. We can decorate it up a bit here, too. Put some torches around it. All the good stuff. Make sure, there's a statue or two to look at. There you go. Maybe one on this side of the road down here. Oh, the great nation next door to me that doesn't do anything except die eventually when I decide I want to kill them because, So this great nation, it says, is a total population of... Let's find out. How big is Arcadia? They have 2.99K. Okay, guys. And they wanted 2 of our cities, like all this other stuff to not attack us. I'm like, yeah, okay. You can see everybody starting to get their rivalry back up. We kicked their butts in a war, and then that finally wore off, so everybody's getting all bent out of shape again. Let's get rid of that. Anyways, so everybody's all gonna start getting mad at me because they're all little tiny places they're sitting next to me, but we'll see if they all try and team up again and declare war or something. Our city army's pretty decent right now. They're all a bunch of spearmen. They're not trained up too well though. We should probably start getting them training again. Let's go and have you guys bump up your training by 10%. Now we're gonna watch our odd jobbers just go in the shithole again, but oh well. Sometimes that's how it goes. I'll let them finish their swimming pool here. Always good to bench up by your places they're gonna hang out with, like the pools and stuff. No, wrong way. That way. That way they can, look across the torch at the pool there. These guys can just sit here and stare at each other awkwardly while these guys are staring at their backs. It's fine, okay? There we go. Yeah, a few benches along it. No, we're going to go the other way. We'll put them across the road here. There we go. Fix the road. I suppose at some time I could actually upgrade the road, but the Amevias don't really like any road except for their, the really good ones. So, where is it? Where's their road prep at here? So their road prep is basically anything. They don't care until you get to the crystal water or the bricked road, which are both like upgraded ones. So he's like, yeah, we're not doing that for you guys. You can forget about it. I don't think 0.03 health is going to help us any right now. What else can we do? Probably getting into markets would be nice at some point, but seem to be pretty close on our leather production. We could get just a little bit more from the world map here soon. That would work. So this place, once we get it, to where it's going to be at the 600 here, maybe eventually. Not quite, but if we took out you and did one of them, would that get it there? Yeah, that should work. We'll let it do that. Let it grow to that, and then we can upgrade this thing. And throw some more leather at it after that. Watching numbers climb. Best thing ever. Alright, so there at 600. We can upgrade it now to a level 3. Which will let us do what? What are we going to do here? Target's a little low on that. Can we get to 1.2? Yeah, 643 is its target. If we did like 2 and 2, probably it would get there. Nope, not. Nope, it wouldn't. Okay, fine. Get rid of that then. No health for you. Sucks to be you, buddy. I'm just going to steal all your cows and call it good. Yep. We're just going to let it run like that, and then we'll have plenty of leather for making armor. So, how did we end up on the cotton here? I'm guessing it's pretty good now. Cloth looks good. Yep, cotton farms are producing enough to make up for that deficit, so that's good. Did we ever figure out how to get materials down here to repair shit? Probably not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, good to know. Good to know you're completely failing in your job, janitor boy. Look at this goddamn mess you got going down here. You've got 2 janitors here. Get it fixed. Yeah, it's just like Cutstone never, ever seems to get here. So I think what I might need to do is actually fix this one. It's definitely got a difficulty curve to it for sure. So I wonder if I just need to, because there's like a lot sitting in here that they haven't pulled out yet. I'm going to turn this off auto, and we're just going to make this like full employment here and see what happens. As it just seems like they're not pushing them out fast enough is, I think, the problem. These guys are saying they've got no stone either. Why don't you have any stone? You should have plenty of stone in here. You don't have no stone. Why you have no stone? Anyways. Nice. It's a thing where, like, so when I first started playing it, I probably got to like 200 pop like 50 times and then restarted over and over and over again until I finally started getting it. It's just it's a balancing act, is like I like to put it. You have to balance all the different things that are going on all the time. You can see our army's training again. It's absolutely destroying our workforce, so that's a thing. Gave you half a ration more. How much is that going to cost us here? Probably about 150-ish, I think. 200 or so eggs. Yep. Alright, now it's going up. I think it's just about even. But we can get a free... what? 2 more points on our fulfillment there. Maybe get some damn people to move in here again. Catch up on our workforce a bit. Now, the other thing I always wondered is, do these guys here that are out on the world map, do they count as your population when they're not here? I never ever figured that out. I haven't tested that. If they're out on the world map wandering around, will immigrants cover them not being there, or do they still just kind of count as population that's, you know, unable to immigrate against because of higher, higher costs, I guess you could call it. Higher, what's the word for it? Fulfillment. Expectations. There we go. Expectations. That was the word I was looking for. All right. But that's going to bring access up a bit. They're finally starting to get their furniture shit together, eventually. Did we ever get the old folks home completed down here? How's the retirement home for the ages coming down here? Probably should give them some light and stuff down here too, huh? I'm feeling just letting all the old people wander around in the dark is maybe a bad idea. Just a thought. Wrong way. Put them that way. We'll have the old, you know, all the old people can sit out and look out across the water. Remember the days when they used to go fishing all the time. And they actually did something useful instead of just sitting around playing cards at a bench. A lot of times it's worth just paying them. It depends on how much bigger they are than you, though. Okay, we had 5 that died from heat. How did you die from heat down here? What the hell? You're like right by the ocean. Give me a break. Oh, got to kill the birdies off. Sorry. Bye-bye, birdies. That's free meat that we're going to just sell. How? Yeah, it's so weird. They just get, were they just like, we're locked in here, we can't get out, dude. You walled us in. I think I may have walled them in. Whoops. Okay, now I understand what happened. It's fine. I totally did not wall them in. Don't worry about it. Yeah, wait for somebody to get down here and put this together, though. Anybody coming down here, or you guys just all coming down and swimming? Nope, everybody's just coming down for a swim and ignoring the fact that there's building projects right here they need to get done. We got 23 workforce. That's not too bad. Access-wise, this is still going up. We still aren't making enough drinks as kind of a problem. I believe we need more fruit is actually the problem. Or more storage for the fruit that comes in, maybe. Could just be that it's going onto the ground and decaying too fast or something, because this is too small for it. What do we got else we got here? You will bring in fruit and stuff if it's there, but let's and make another one. Yeah, because you see the harvest comes in, and they kind of just dump the shit on the ground. Is what's worrying me. Like, once this is full. Because it can only solar, like, you know, 1.8K here. Once it's all filled up, they just throw it on the ground and walk away. So now you have a pile of fruit that's like, you know, all decaying at 100% per year, isn't it? Or 50% per year. So that's not the best. They'll come over here and maybe make another warehouse and maybe make it a little bigger, but for right now, a little one's fine. Did we ever get to these bodies yet? Oh, no mud wall there. Get rid of that. Can't you guys get through here? Oh my god. What is your problem? Alright, let's get rid of this wall here. We'll bring this one over like that. I think they can't get in here or something. Try that. Oh no, our master of something or another couldn't do it. They can definitely walk across there. Can you guys get to the stupid corpses now? I know it says build more burial sites, but I don't think my mass grave is full. I think it's lying to me. I do not see 234 bodies here. I only see 176 available services, so I think it's full of it. So I think they just don't want to drag the body up there yet. I do believe that I walled these guys in and they just died in here from the heat, so that could have been a problem. picks this up. Because you'll notice nobody's coming to work in here either, so they literally came in here and pumped themselves to death. It was a rough life, but you know, sometimes the architect just isn't as good as you thought he was, and he just kind of makes you pump yourself to death. All right, now we got workers coming in here, so that means it's accessible again. Wish it would have told me that. Anyways, we're going to go like that with it. I think would work a little better. Maybe a little wall there, and we can come out like that. Get rid of that. Set that one on there. And get rid of that there, and more wall like that. We'll see how that works. Let's see. How noisy is noisy? Pretty noisy right now. We'll see how it gets when they get the walls in there. See? All the bodies are going where they're supposed to be now. We put a wall there instead, and then maybe we'll do like that. It's like 100 workers. I'm like, where did 100 workers go? So weird. Probably got allocated to something dumb would be my guess. You don't store that. You don't store that. You just store fruit. Okay, stop being stupid. Okay, perfect. And your radius is probably just fine. I have to turn off the noise to see the actual radius, don't I? Oops. I want you to pick up any garbage they throw on the floor over here too. So we'll go a little bit bigger, something like that. You shouldn't pull out of here though, so that should be okay. Alright. Let's see where it decided to shove 100 workers in. So the one warehouse we left on its own decided it needed 35 Okay, so this warehouse has decided it takes 35 people to haul wood from here to here. That's how much throughput in wood I guess we have. Now, my question is, if I just get rid of this warehouse, will these guys be sufficient? the transporters here to actually get wood out to the city. The thing is, I can't really think of a good way to test that very effectively, right? Like, without just building a city and then trying it and seeing. But I think that's a bit excessive, honestly. I don't think you need 35 people here to do this. This one down here ever get all this shit? No. Still hasn't got all this crap. Still says it needs 10 people to not get all this crap. So I think you're a failure, dude. This one is another one. It says it needs 40 people to collect the harvest from here. It's only 5 fields. You don't need 40 people. I'm sorry. You need about 10. And I think the same is with this one here. You don't need 35. You need about 20, maybe. We'll go with 15. We'll give you 15. You can figure it out. And we're just gonna say nope. You don't get to increase that because you're bad. You are bad at determining how many you need. And I'm tired of every time I turn around, I have no workers because you kifed them all to put them in the damn warehouses. Same with the loading and unloading stations. Oh. Yeah, that cut stone one, we'll just let it run auto again, I guess. What are you guys loading? This is Shade. What's his other one? This one is wood. Okay. And we have 146 there. That's fine. 230 people working in guard posts, and we still only arrest about 20% of the people. It's insane. But what I'm hoping is we're starting to get enough leather armor now that's being produced that we can start upgrading those. Now, the problem is that means I need to ship leather armor everywhere for the janitors, which is kind of annoying, but we're going to give it a try anyway. So, upgrade. Nope, not you. I need the actual station there. Upgrade. Yeah, that just basically doubles their radius, doesn't it? Oh, crap. That should help a lot. Upgrade. Upgrade. Why do you only have 3 people working there? You should have 8. Oh, it's a small guard post. Okay. Upgrade. Get some much better effectiveness out of this. Is my hope. We'll just let the janitors try and figure out where to get the leather armor from, and if they can't, we'll deal with that when it happens. Once the city starts to fall apart because everything's breaking down, then we'll worry about it, right? Isn't that the way you're supposed to do it? We have a lot of guard posts in this city. There is 21. We'll see how much this helps our law once we get this all upgraded. The 44 is the number of prisoners, right? Yeah, we got 44 prisoners chilling out. I'm guessing we need to maybe increase the size of our prison, but basically, if you're running them into exile, that means that you don't have enough facilities to hold them. See, like we have no available stocks either. Okay, well, those are easy enough to build. Those we can do fairly easy. Just kind of splash them in between buildings wherever you want, you know? Like right up here by the well. Everybody loves a good stocking, you know. Throw them in wherever. By the market. That way they can throw rotten tomatoes at them. Maybe down by your housing here. How did the noise end up looking over here? Still a bit crap, but it's not too bad. Let's see. What about if we go like this instead? Put in a wall there. Let's see him figure that out now. Good enough. We'll let that ride. Yep. Unavailable clay gem, leather armor, cut stone. Well, looks like you just got some cut stones. So they are going out and getting it. It just takes them for damn ever to get it. And he got a whole 4. So, yeah. Does this warehouse ever manage to get everything for it is the question. So right now it's got 15 people working here, which is just insane. Yeah. Okay. We're not doing that. We're going to do the unloaders then. It's just having 15 people just to run like, you know, a couple items around. And it still doesn't have everything is kind of nuts. It does need more crates. Shit. What can we get rid of? Do we need paper right now? We don't. Man, they did manage to go find metal. That was kind of nice. We aren't using machinery either right now, so we'll get rid of them. I just need to create a leather armor in there too, I guess. So if we put in a couple of unload stations here. Thing is, these take a lot of people to run, but shiz what it is, huh? It's okay. We'll put more industry down here or something. We'll figure out something to do with it. Hey, we have people to work, though. Nice. Definitely not producing enough booze. No. I forgot if it's... Where are you? Brewery. Here you are. So what is it for grain? It's exactly the same. Okay. So if we had grain coming in, we could do some of that maybe. Where's our army at? Sitting by Dimbosen. Which is almost already fully loyal, so they should be okay. They only need 0.2. Yeah, we can move them out. Okay. They're getting all the leather all the time. How is that looking on this front now? Okay, that's looking good now. Cool beans. So from Dimbosen, we can go up and take what? Elrin. We're gonna make somebody mad because we're gonna run through his territory. That could entice a war. Not saying it won't. Let's go up to this other place. We'll go up to... Let's go over here to Endic Harbor first. Because we should be able to get through to the without running through his territory. So why don't we go take the long way around instead? We won't make him so mad, I think. Alright, here. How are we looking? Looks fantastic. Give me more taxes. Thank you. Alright, now you guys, if you go down, will you go up the right way? There we go. Now they'll go through the water instead of on land and trespassing and pissing off people. Alright, we know that's noisy. We don't need to worry about it anymore. Noise off, please. So with all those upgrades, how much did this go up to? Alright, looks like our stocks are doing a little better. We got 49 out of 49 available. There we go. Oh, never mind. We just filled them all up, apparently. That was weird. You're right as we're looking at it, it just all filled up. Rest rate went up to 40%. Courts are pretty good. But we look here. With 5 crimes, we had much better law, it looks like, I think. Seems to be doing much better, right? Yeah, it's still ticking up, too. Like, by a lot. The law there is continually going up, it looks like. Okay. Which is good, because that'll get us more points, basically. Which means more people coming in. What are you guys mad about? Your drinks went away? Yeah. We're waiting on the next harvest of fruit is what they're mad about. But now, we should have, instead of a bunch of crap on the ground, we actually will have a warehouse full of it. Yeah, we've got 8K now in warehouses instead of what we had earlier, which was like 3K or something. So even though all of there's still some on the ground, hopefully it doesn't all decay on us now. I honestly think we just don't bring in enough. Like this warehouse here probably actually needs to be more like something like that, I think is a little bit more realistic. Oh no, don't build it. Just yeah, we aren't gonna build it like that. We're gonna put in the proper supports, don't you worry. Don't you worry, girlie. We're going to get you taken care of. Yep. Yep. Get rid of that. All right. What is holding you up? Get rid of all these. Get rid of all this. So you can see what's going on. Just do that, I guess. Okay, crate-wise. Give me just a minute. I'll be back in like a couple minutes here. Gotta go take care of something real quick. Give me about 5 minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Just managed to tweak my mic out of the way. There we go. Fix that real quick. Okay, we were beginning the warehouse for the booze. Because everybody needs the booze, right? That is not great. I feel like it needs to be one bigger on this side. And we can do a double here. Well, it's the same as doing this, I guess. Yeah, that looks better. Is there any yellow there? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we don't need this one here, do we? That means we can make these a bit bigger. Like that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. What would you place there? There's a wall here. Is there crates down here or something? No? Strange. Well, we'll let it do that, whatever. I think it's because this wall wasn't getting cleared out. Oh, okay, now this is in the wrong spot, isn't it? It needs to go there. Oh, now it's all messed up. Okay, so it does need both in there. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. We'll let it be that way. Crates, crates. All the crates, all the time. There we go. Magnifico. Doors are going to be not there anymore. We're just going to have a row of doors down here. Looks good enough to me. And we'll let it store the coal and stuff here too. Probably get rid of this one at this point. Or repurpose it for something else. This is going to be a pretty decent sized warehouse, I'm going to say. Once they decide to get their butts over here and build it, that is. Blah, blah, blah. Markina is notoriously petty, which is a problem for you because you forgot to congratulate her on her coronation day or was it some relative's birthday. The most generic well-wishing template your scribes created should suffice. Luckily, your peers seem to have forgotten as well, judging by the letters which cautiously inquired about whether you did too and what the special occasion was again. Perhaps if none of you sent anything, the potential awkwardness could be avoided. And Wurzenha, the 14th, would be fooled into thinking the fault lay with her. Alternatively, being one of the few who remembered it late would put you on friendly terms with her. I don't care about her, though. Yeah, we're not sending anything. Claims your plan worked. While it's a bit annoyed at you and your peers, the worst could be avoided. The small conspiracy strengthens the relation with other rulers. Nice. So we had one person that doesn't like us anymore. That's fine. Let's see. So she doesn't like us as much anymore. With that sent nothing. Who did that also affect though? Said there was one person that it affected. Don't know who it was though. So basically, maybe it didn't affect everybody else, but if you did do it, it would affect everybody else as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see. So clothing, we are definitely making enough of that now. That's good. It's probably all rotten on the ground somewhere. They're just doing other things instead of their jobs after work. We'll see how it works out. Now we dip down to 80% again, which is just going to be a continual thing at this point, I believe. Service-wise, no. I wanted to see. Doesn't look like it ever got done yet. Nope, it's done. Is it done? It's done! Okay. It's here. Nobody's in it. I've never understood the actual... Like, I know there's something I got to click. I can never remember what it is, though, for this to actually retire people. Okay, estimated is 0. We put this as like 30. Okay, there's 7. Oh, it's starting to go up now. Okay. So we're just going to leave it at like 30, and they will... should get more as they age out, right? So our population is not very high at the old person end. So it looks like right about here is where they age out. So we're just going to have to wait for that to pick up, I think. And we'll give them 35%. Go with that and see how that pans out over time. All right, so what happened to employment again? Did we have a warehouse eat everybody up again? Number 28 is still eating people like there's nobody's business here. So what we need to do is tell it to stop doing that. It can pick up off the ground from right here. There you go. There's your pickup points. These need to be set, though, to have all the stuffs. So you're going to need probably liquor, eggs, fish, veggies, because we're going to feed people down here eventually, right? Stone, wood, livestock. I don't think we need clay. Don't need gems, even though they're going to complain about it. Leather. Opiates maybe later, but not right now. Cloth, metal, furniture for sure. Okay, that's all. I think I left the leather. This one needs then some cloth. We can skip metal. We'll do that with a hauler. Furniture, pottery, clothing, cut stone. I think that's it for now. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. Yeah, he wants gems. You don't need them. Clay, I guess, is one we didn't do. We didn't do that here, right? Yeah, no. Clay. All right, you can get a haul of clay in here, too. This warehouse doesn't even have space for clay. Somehow they got the metal and the tools here, though. That's what's kind of nice of them. Anyways, let's drop down a couple little haulers here for that. These usually only take a second to build because they don't really need anything. Usually. When people aren't just being sick on the ground next to them. You're fine. Quit your bitching. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, thank you. Metal. And pull it from here. And then the other one is going to be for tools. Pull those from up here too. Right there. Okay. That theory should get all the shit you need to maintain anything down here. We'll see. We'll see how it all works out. Probably could use a road that goes, well, not right there, but maybe right along here. And just kind of comes down to here. Like that. We'll say that's a thing. Alright, what else are we working on at this point to get to work? We do have a siege that's done, so we should probably take care of that, huh? So you guys can take over this place now. Thank you. Eloran is ours as well now. So 48 government points, so we're okay there. You have a moisture of 0.96 in an area of 100. You should be a great place. You're going to start at 700, so we can do that. We get you to 1.2 right off the get-go. Oh yes, we can. 1.16. Damn it. Have to go a little bit. Okay. It's only getting 7% from devastation, so I think we do need the 3rd level there. But that'll let it get to a 4th level building once it gets there. So we'll keep that. And then we'll see what we want to take from them. How much wood could we get out of you if we had like a 7 or something? 960? Not enough. Okay. Nope. What else could you do for the realm? You could give us some more workers. That'd be a good start. 100% on roads still, so we don't need to worry about that. Health will be fine with just a well. What do I want to take from you? Honestly, probably more stone. We are just starving for stone. Good enough for now. Let it ride. Alright. Now, how is housing looking? Is anybody mad about not being housed? Yeah, I figured this was going to happen. Now that everybody's starting to work in these fields and everything, we're strapped for housing down here. That's okay. I got the solution to that. We're just going to throw in a bunch of houses along this road. And get the long houses out. What are these? Are these herbs? Yeah, I don't care. They're getting built over. We don't care no more about the herbs. We get them from other places now. Fishing little buggers when they're homeless, aren't they? I will do something like that. And then we should have one for markets and stuff here somewhere. Yes, a cannibal. That is a market, obviously. Is this the one I wanted? No, that's not. Okay. Well, I guess we're making her by hand again. Oh, you know what, though? You guys in the new neighborhood, you get the first big old tavern in here. So let's put one of them in. We'll go with a slightly different design to last time, because we can. We do that. Can we put knickknacks along here? No. Okay. What about This end piece on there is really a pain in the ass, isn't it? But if we just run it down the middle and then put the knickknacks along the side here, is that going to be enough? Oh yeah, plenty. Stick a couple in the corners. Maybe one in that corner. What's it like corner-wise? If we just go corners, we get 50%. We put one along this wall here. And then the tables can go... Oh, never mind. Can't get any more tables. Never mind. These can go all the way along this wall then. Make the most awkward design ever here. You just have to run through all crooked to get to everything. But it's 100% cozy. It's fine. Take out that. We're going to run it all the way along this wall too. And then we'll just put some in the middle here. I think we can work that out just fine. Doors on either side, and I like it. It's not perfect. It looks good. I'm going to go with I like how it looks. This janitor and this bathroom should be okay. So let's get some markets and stuff in here then. Food stall. If we did like that, and maybe one over here. Yeah, it looks kind of neat. That's a fatty food stall. And then we'll grab a market. Trying to build it a little bigger because we're going to end up with more need because we're going to upgrade the houses more and there'll be more people in here, so... Little market. A few decos in here, maybe. Get some torches around their houses, you know. Make them all happy with that. Oh, travesty. We misspaced it by one. Well, no turning back now. What's done is done and may not be undone. At least not by my hand. Couple statues. Never get the cut stone to fix them. They'll just deteriorate away and it'll be fine. And a few benches along here, I guess. You can sit here and watch people shop. Sure, they'll love it. And then down here we can maybe put in a quick stockade or two. I mean stocks or two, not stockade. Let's grab a law. Stocks. You gotta have the entertainment for everybody in the market, right? There you go. A couple of them. Wells. Maybe there and over here. Speakers. And then probably a stage if we can get one in here somewhere. We can put that up against the wall here maybe. Stage. What else do we need? Position maybe? Real kind of janky looking position. But if we do it that way, we can kind of just tuck the beds along this way, I think. Shelves in the corner here. Couple of doors. Yeah, cute looking little physician there. What else do we need around here? Hearth. That's what I'm thinking of. We need hearth. Stick one there and one over here. I think that's all the services they need there. I'm gonna mob that and build it all up. And did we ever finish the brewery warehouse up here? Yeah, we did. And we gotta figure out what we're gonna set it with here, right? So we wanted about probably halfway of this stuff. 10K is probably really good. Let's go with like 25 crates of that. Way more fruit, up to about 50 crates of fruit, maybe even more. 65, 60, somewhere in there. So we can get the whole harvest in here. 20K should be enough. And then a bit of coal. No, a little bit less than that. Maybe a little less fruit. And then a bit of pottery. That's a booze warehouse. You don't pick up off the ground. Well, maybe you do. Your range, though, should only be over to here, because it's where all that shit's getting delivered. And then we probably could go ahead and get rid of this one. This loader, can you reach over there? No, you need a bit more range. So you can get into that warehouse. Yeah, this one here, though. And thing is, we're just going to get rid of that warehouse. There you go. Get rid of this. Clean it up, put it away. Okay. You need automated workers. That's fine. You're doing okay with that. Vegetable one. How are we doing over here? Have we left a bunch of vegetables in the fields? Well, first of all, you need a bit more range. Not that much. Oh my god. Radius is so like sensitive here. Yep, I don't see a bunch of vegetables in the fields, so we're gonna call it good. How about the wood one here? Is there like 20,000 wood piled in here? There's a little bit, but not too bad. We seem to be getting it out fast enough out of these guys. Yeah, I think it was just going overboard on this warehouse. Maybe not. Let's give it 20. Still less than there was in there, though. This one here is still, ridiculous. There you go. You can have 2 people working there. And you are a supply warehouse number 8, I believe. Into the fish warehouse here. Where are you at? I mean, there's no real fish laying around. So they seem to be doing okay with what they got. I think they've got too many. I think we're going to bring you down to about 15. We'll say 15 or so. Because you got a flag saying you have no workload there. So we'll see how it pans out at 15. Give it a day to adapt, I guess. Okay, so that's 100% now, which is fine. You got, okay, fish is piling up a little bit. It's getting a little bit more piles. Bring you up to 20. Seems more reasonable. Okay. How's the booze looking now? Yeah, I think the numbers are much better looking now. Booze is still getting loaded up to the room to pull from is invalid. Oh, we didn't reset that. Whoops. Full limit, nothing set from here. There we go. Now it'll work. We don't even need that then. You guys really should clean up the shit on the ground though. You know that? You need to be able to reach probably like that, maybe a bit more. Like that, so you can get all the way into this room. Honestly, you should probably just put a hole through here. But I think that would mess up our insulation of these rooms, so I'm not going to do it right now. Alright, let's pop back out here. How's this place looking now? Almost loyal. Population 0.7. They're high enough to go ahead and upgrade this to a level 4, aren't they? 1200. Oh, we don't have enough government points. Well, that's an easy fix. We just go to our noble here and say, you are now level 8. There we go. We got government points. Kind of why I like saving them and not use them right away. In the town of Elurin, we want to upgrade this to a level 4. Perfect. He's already got that as high as we can get it right now. What else can we take out of you? We were taking stone, weren't we? I mean, we could take stone. Just be like, yep, I want 1.5k stone out of you every day, every year. Deal with it, Chuckles. I'm actually not against it right now, just tired of dealing with stone problems. That would mean that these guys should be far and away above able to get stone now, because that's kind of what the struggle's been, is they just don't get enough stone in there. Like these guys, they're, oh, unavailable stone. Bad proximity to raw materials. So we'll see how that works. Thing is, the problem is if you set this to pick up off the ground and you make the radius too big, it sees unload depots as the ground. And it's like, so frustrating because they're bringing stuff there to send out. Like this one, there's no reason you should be having stone there. Let's get rid of that, please. They can get it from the warehouse right here. But what that might be able to let us do is kibosh some of our workers. Like we're getting 2,000 in taxes and only 1,000 from our mines. So once the first tax shipment comes in here, which would be this one here probably, yes. Where are you? Yeah, that's 1.43k of stone. We're going to go ahead and say, you know what? We don't worry about stone no more. We're just going to go ahead and stop that mine for now. No, we don't do slavery, sorry. Just a thing. Not a thing around here. We're going to stop this mine as well. Those are now undone. No more needed. So that should drop off a cliff, and we'll see what the actual number comes out to be once we get the shipment coming in. Alright, so it should be... We have quite a bit, but I want to see where it actually ends up at. We sure is a way just to see, you know, Where's all my stone? Just click on it and find it. But it just takes you to like every warehouse that contains it. So that's not exactly helpful. Basically everywhere. All over the place. Stone forever. This is the one I wanted to see if it filled up though. Oh, that's interesting. You aren't high enough to get into the stonemasons all the way. Whoops. That doesn't help. And you should not be taking cut stone either if you are. Yeah, you are, and you're wasting a bunch of everybody's time that way. So stop doing that. Basically, they're going to load it up here, drive it to here, and then pick it back up and put it back in here, drive it to here, etc., 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 etc. So that's kind of why I wasn't paying attention to that. So whoopsie. Okay, what are we doing here? So anytime you see something like this, be worried. Because what they're doing is grabbing something that just got delivered in a very large load from somewhere. So we just kind of want to see where they're going, right? So where are all you guys heading off to? Now, it might be okay. It might just be the trader dropped a bunch off somewhere and they're going to get it. But you always kind of got to wonder, right? So this is the ration makers that they're going to. So apparently they decided that they needed to deliver all this crap to the ration makers. I don't know what they were delivering there. Fish, maybe? Very interesting. Army also probably needs to get back in training again. So we're just going to tell the army to train until it's fully trained. You'll see this go down by like 100 now, probably, because as they jump back into training. Oh, not too bad. Okay. Health-wise, we're looking okay. We're still at 1.8. That's fine. Food, we have lots of extra days of food. Army's training. Law is about half. I'm not too unpleased with that. Housing looks like we actually found housing for everybody, and they're glad about that. How's this look? Got some empty homes down here. Is everything supplied up? Yes. No. Not at all. Okay. What is your problem, Sunshine? We also need to go through and click the button on all this stuff. This. Stages we can't upgrade yet, right? No. What else can we upgrade? Stocks, no. Speakers, no. Laboratory is upgraded. Janitor is janitoring. He's worried about getting clay and stuff. So this guy here is not getting any of these things yet. Interesting. So what's up with the fish deliveries, guys? Oh. An influential merchant is feuding with one of your subjects. According to him, your citizen has gravely insulted him, his house, and his gods, even his ancestors, going back 3 generations. As is usual for these things, the demands recompense for these likely fictitious offenses is death. Your savvy subject made the details of the conflict public, which means siding with the merchant will not reflect well on you. On the other hand, a bribe has been promised for swift justice. Do you want to hand your subject over? I am not giving my peoples away. Your public refusal is well received by your subjects, especially after you leak the details of the offer bribe. Surprisingly, you receive no trouble from the merchant. We just get some flat-out happiness boost for 7 days. Nice. Okay. So I think we might have hit the point now where we need to finally build another fishery or 3. So let's get those going. Honestly, the fishery can just come like all the way down to here. It doesn't need to be any higher, separated out or anything. Hello, Gamer Bigot. How's it going? How are you today? How many hours do I have in Songs of Six? Hold on, I can tell you. I just have to get Steam up here. So right now, I am sitting just shy of 380 hours. So, a fair amount. Not nearly as much as a lot of other people, but I kind of took a break from this game for about a year or so. Let the updates kind of get done, changed around a bit. And then I was like, oh, okay, it's time to see what they've changed and what's been new. So that's what I'm doing now. Right, so that's one fishery. I think we'll go all the way over to here and do like 3. And that should absolutely smash our production up again. I don't really think that we need to have it cutting to the shoreline like perfectly. We're just going to do that and cram in auxiliaries until the number says yes. Well, I will say it is a wonderful game. I've liked it ever since I started playing it. I want to say I was one of them people, I think, who was it I saw that was playing? I think it was Francis John I saw play it, and I was like, oh, this game looks wonderful. Like, I've always been a big city builder fan, like Impressions games, the old Pharaoh and Caesar and all those. So this is just like those, but like way deeper, and I really enjoy it. Okay, so with that being done, that can just be built. We'll need to add in another loading station over right here, though, I think. So for this one, I want to try just putting the loading station here, and we're not going to not going to have a warehouse to feed it. I'm just going to see if we just put a loading station in, how it feeds by itself. If we were to put both storages for these two fisheries like right next to it to make sure that it actually can reach them easily. Kind of want to see how that works versus what I was doing earlier. See if it's better or worse, It's testing. We can go over to about there. That we can't get, which is a little bit sad. But it's probably not worth losing all this either, so. Yep. Throw in a couple more auxiliaries along here. 93. 1 hundo. Then we'll just cut out that little chunk here. Like that. Trim out this shoreline just slightly. Yep, I like it. And good enough. So that should be a lot of fish. And we'll leave this loading depot here. I just want to see if we just leave it there like that, will it be wonderful. Honestly, he's still one of my favorite YouTubers. Like, I don't watch every game he plays or every series, but I watch most of them and watch them all the way through, and I really enjoy his content. Always have. It's a good mix of tutorial and, jokes and gameplay, and, he's got the mix down fairly well. So for that, we're going to end up with now is we're going to need a bunch more housing, probably. I don't think we need to upgrade this down here yet. Yeah, there's still vacancies here, so we're going to leave that as unupgraded housing for now. How's the old folks home doing? Okay, 35, we're getting about 38 retirees. Neighbor, someone is saying they claim to know you. It's Rundya Black Eye. Looks kind of funny if you ask me. He says you owe him stuff. I promise to mediate. Here's the list. 616K, 2.85K rations, and 8,000 spears. Let's see who this actually is. So if we go down here and we find Rundya Black Eye, they have 225 soldiers. So they do have archers, which is kind of rough. They've got some experienced melee troops. They're about 80%. They also have archery and melee training, so there is quite a bit of bows in that. But their problem is they've got 225. If you look at our army in our city, we have 800 that are about 40% trained right now, it looks like. So, no. I think we take them out. I mean, we've already ripped a few of them. I say we keep ripping the bandits here. It'll get us about 630 grand if we kill them. They've tried to raid us. They've done 2 raids, so I say we just let them come. See what happens, right? So we got the rest home done. The unloading station here is done, and then we fix those, so those should be okay. The warehouse for booze has been done. We got a hauler bringing in metal. We got a hauler bringing in the tools down there. New well, we upgraded it. That's good. Oh, did we do? I don't think we have second upgrades for wells. Do we yet? No. Okay. New well upgraded. New hearth. New speaker. New hearth. New speaker. New position. New food stall that has nothing in it still. New market. New tavern. New stone mine that I don't know why it's new. We just turned it off. There's nothing new about it. Loading station here that's going to be a fishy station. There you go. Get the fishies. It will fetch off the ground, but it doesn't need to fetch that far away, just right here. And that'll pick up as the fishermen get in here. Yep, we know that the raiders on their way. That's fine. Now we just added like 300 more fishermen, so we should probably look at our master of fisheries here, who is currently 150 out of 297. If we give him another bump, he gets 250 out of 297. So that should make our fish numbers absolutely bonkers again. Now, all right, you have 225 soldiers. We're going to go with a very simple plan on this one. It's called charge. Because they got bows and we don't, so standing still would be a bad idea. And just waiting for them to come to us. We're going to get as close as we can and just run at them and see how many the arrows take out before we get there. Now, we should have a decent amount of leather armor. I'm not sure how much because I've just been kind of slowly trickling it in at this point with one tailor building. But let's see. How much armor do we actually have on you guys? 0.9 out of 1. So not too bad. They do have some armor at least. So that's good. All right, you guys are right there. So we are going to come right up here to this line. And we're going to go about like that. We're going to start. And then everybody is just going to come right up here and right on top of you. Go, boys. Get them. Quick step. Go. Although I think that exhausts them more, but we'll see. Okay. So we've already lost like a good 20 soldiers or so, which isn't the greatest. Okay. No more quick step. Tighten it up. Go. We should be able to come right in here now. And yep, that. We want to get them all engaged before they use their bows to create bad things on us. So this guy's going to go around back. This guy's going to go around back. Not that way, this way. Let them do that. Get around them. Get around them. There we go. Now you guys here. Division 3. Yep, that's you guys, I think. Yep. We're going to have you just kind of... Would you just kind of munch them right in there? That'd be great. Go and get them guys. This one here. these guys kind of took the brunt of it. It was a little rough for them, so would like you guys to come over there. This one needs to get on those guys, and this one here can get those guys as well. So if we look at these guys now, and we see their flanks are compromised, they're feeling outmatched, they're feeling surrounded, they're lacking in numbers, and their morale will start plummeting horribly now, hopefully. Yep, you can just see their numbers just destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Goodbye. Sayonara. See you tomorrow. So there you go. 31 versus 31 deaths, and that was just because I didn't have a good enough armor shielding to take the arrows. But they lost 225. I'm okay with that figure. And that was worth a little over $500,000 just for killing them. And I do believe it actually deters further raids too, but I'm not sure about that. That's something I haven't looked into. But we get some freebies, a bunch of captives that we could do things with. We shall decline the captives. We're not slavery people here. We've got regions that can be upgraded. We should have the government points for it. So this one we're going to take the iron and coal for and start smithing. I want to say probably more ore. Or we could just get rid of it for now. We've got plenty of coal and stuff coming in. I don't know what else we'd want here, though, is the question. What are you? You are a 0.62, so you're not the greatest. We could start working on our wood cutting and get that out. So that'd get us 1,000 wood almost. That's like one wood cutter we could get rid of. Which is 70 employees we could be using for something else. But I think we'll do like 2 coal and like 3 ore and see how that goes. Yep. And then we can bump the tax rate up on them. Well, apparently now it's just going to be like, yep, 4 of them we're able to upgrade, but we're not going to tell you now. Because that'd be nice. The once mighty Runja Black-Eye lies dead at your feet, O mighty one. This will surely send a powerful message through all of 6. In addition, our personal treasury has been found and looted by our men. A total of 629,357 denarii was found and was transported to our treasury. So that made it probably worth for the 30 people we lost. Very much easy to get a Pyrrhic victory, though. You know, that's the thing. This one's never growing ever. We're just leaving it. This one we just did. This one is grown already. This one here we can upgrade, maybe. Not enough government points, huh? Okay, we're short by 1. By 1 government point to do that one. Heavenplatz has been upgraded. Blautrecht could be, but we don't have enough government points. Estrie, same thing. Praukenstadt, same. No, that one's actually the one we just did. And Den Bossen is fine. And Ellerin is fine. So, all of our territories right now are okay. We're just going to leave them be and see how they work out. So we're down to 23 negative workforce, probably because we're training like 100 more people in the army. We do have you guys set it all the armor. Okay. So if we look at their armor values here, we have about 700. We need 6,000. Do we have enough storage for that? No, not even. Okay. So that would be over by the hunters over here. We were doing that. We needed to store about 6,000 on leather armor, and we are only storing about there. Bring that up to about 9,000. These guys are working on it. They get about 23 a day done, so it's, you know, you just keep working on it. We use about, what? So we're getting about 11, actually, after, you know, other things. 142. How much do you use? 186? Okay. We almost have enough. We could do another one. We use a lot of leather for our furniture and stuff too. Libraries, you know, that stuff. Other than that, we're almost to 3,500 here. Drinks could be better, but we're actually looks like we're producing some now. So you actually have some storage of it. Yeah, I think the fruit storage was definitely a problem before. I want to see when our next tax comes in here. Do we have any fruit coming in? No, not yet. Let's see when the next fruit shipment comes in and we'll take a look at it and see. Yes, the gods have forsaken us. Thank you very much. You're just going to kind of slowly let a year pass here while we wait for fruit and see how much is left when it kicks in. We still got a couple days of extra happiness, which extra happiness is kind of a blessing and a curse like that, because when it goes away, then you like have to get it back because you had people move in with that happiness and it can cause problems if it's a lot. 0.1 shouldn't be too bad, but it can cause problems later. Where are we at? We in day 4 spring? Okay. Should be this next day. I think the fruit harvest comes in. Day 1 of summer. No fruit coming yet. Probably disasters happening all over the city, and I'm just like ignoring them, watching the map here for a minute. I'm sure it's fine. Nothing could go wrong, right? One of those, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, there's only one dead body. It's fine. There's only one person dying from exhaustion in a population of like 3,500. I'm okay with this. Like if we've maintained it to that amount, then I think we're okay. All right, so day 3 is summer. Does it come in and fall I'm under? I just kind of want to see when that damn harvest comes in, exactly how much do we have and, you know, whatnot. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Sure. Shut up. Guy that has like 1/10 of our army. Oh, you would look good in my empire. Yeah, you look better in my empire, buddy. Be glad I don't just come take it. All right, day 4 summer. Let's see if it comes in fall. Oh, somebody else died of exhaustion. There it is, right there. Where are you at? Stop moving. So we got 10K fruit coming in. Should be in town in just a moment here. Okay. And we have 5K still, and our booze is filled to the brim. Now, it looks like we're not quite producing enough booze. That's fine. We can put in another brewery right here. I'm not too worried about that. I just wanted to see that the fruit storage was the problem. So here you can see that happiness boost that we got right here. And then it dipped back down as we went back to our baseline value again. So, like I said, that's something you kind of got to watch. Occupado, how are we doing here? So we've got 39 out of 703 they would like retired. So they would like more than a third of our population retired. And I'm just like, yeah, no. And that ain't happening, sunshine. We do need to get some better stuff going for universities and stuff eventually. Probably need to build another lab. Logistics wouldn't be too amiss to get. What else could we get right now? Schools we wouldn't use. What other stuff will we get right now? I honestly think we could probably cut this way down. We have 39 points in that. If we look, the only thing we're really mining right now is just our clay. So, oops, wrong button. We look at our clay warehouses, which are freaking everywhere. We want to just look at this guy here. We could put 40 more workers in there and then absolutely destroy the research into mining, I think. I think it'd probably be worth it. That's going to get us back a bunch of innovation points, which we could probably throw into something more useful. Like fishing tools, or I don't know, not necessarily fishing tools, but like tailoring would be good, probably be better. Carpentry, you know, things we are making. Refining tech would probably be really good because we're going to start smithing as well soon. We've already got weaving online. Brewing is online. We're going to start doing smithing as well. So probably putting some points in this would be good to get us better. I think that'll work out better for us. Anyways, off we go on other things. So doing that, cut down our clay a bit, and we're still producing way more than needed right now. Yeah. So that should be fine. Only problem is they have an accident here. It's going to be a bloodbath. Oh well. So nice to them. I do want to see if this place down here ever managed to get its supplies figured out. No, it didn't. Why not? Oh, because we never put any employees in here. That's probably a good idea. We should probably employ people at some point. Maybe that's why they don't have anything. Well, this warehouse still hasn't got any of it. They're supposed to get these things. Like everything else is kind of getting here. So it says that there's egg being transported. They're just not getting it. All right, where's our egg stash at here? And why are you not getting enough out? Do we maybe need another station for it? I wonder. There's a lot of cotton in them fields. No, where are they at? Up here. Egg station, how you doing? And why are you on low employees like that? Get to work. Oh my god. Did they lose that? No, they're pulling from this one. There's only 300 eggs in here though, so... Oh shit. Did I block that entire pasture off? I believe I did. Whoopsie. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab a door. Well, first, remove that wall. Okay. Now, can you guys get out of here? Yeah, there's... Everything died. It all died. Can people get in here and work again now? No wonder we were having problems with eggs. Well, that's a new one. Plus minus 16. Okay, so they can get in there through that. Let's put a door here. We'll have direct warehouse access. Oh, look at that. There they went. Okay, now the eggs are flowing again. Should see him pick that up now. Yep, bring it all in the warehouse, and it all goes out to here, and everybody gets all their eggs. Okay. Well, that was kind of a tragedy. Travesty? Tragedy? What's a tragedy? Alright, people think they're homeless still. Let's see. Who thinks they're homeless? Nobody in here. I wish I could make this bigger. There probably is a way. I just don't know how. Yeah, I guess you could do the mini map or whatever, but I would like to be able to look at this zoom level with this overlay. Oh, okay. So these guys all say they're homeless because there isn't enough room to work these buildings because the clay pit is taking too many employees now, probably. Okay. Well, you know what that means. Housing, good. We'll just go ahead and put in like 100 block. That should be enough for now, I think. Probably will overload all the services here and we'll regret it at a later date, but not right now. That'll get 140 people more homes there, so that should be enough for everybody once they're done here. All right, we've hit the 3,500 mark. Now, we look at our lovely population. We only wanted to bring in 3,500. No, we don't want to bring in 4,000. Keep them coming, boys. We never stop. Just keep them immigrating. All right. So we're up to 11K fruit now. So we definitely are making a positive on that. Breweries, we need way more. So that's going to be a thing. So that'll be on the list of crap to do tomorrow. But I got to get up in the morning fairly early for work. So we're gonna go ahead and leave it there. We got quite a bit done today, you know. Took over some more lands, expanded a bunch of stuff in the breweries and stuff. Put in the old folks home down here, which they are just having the time of their lives down here. You can tell. Listening to this all day long, 24/7, right next to the old folks home. Got to make sure they don't get their rest, right? Actually, the noise leak isn't too bad on it. It's a little bit in this corner, but it doesn't actually get into the old folks home. Would be funny if it did, though. You just had a racket everywhere. But they've got their benches down here. They can hang out on them. See, this guy's hanging out on there. He's totally fine. Don't worry about him. He's not sick at all. So see the retiree is even there. So he is, what is it saying? Ill with vision fever. Oh, okay, well. You're a retiree. You don't have a job. Your job is to sit around. You're 123 years old, for crying out loud. I think you've earned it for a bit, bud. So yeah, we've obviously got some transport problems. These guys aren't getting everything they need. Probably we need to double up on transports that are loading everywhere, which may detail complete redesign of areas and things. And this guy is saying his workload is low, which is really weird because he should be able to pick this stuff up off the ground right here. And I don't get why they're not grabbing this. Fetch from here. You should be able to do this now. Okay, they are. They're loading it properly. It's just... maybe we just don't have enough loading in there. So with that in mind, could you make a fishery in this area, right? We just made a fishery like, something like this. We'll just make sure we get all the little fishies here. Is that too big? I guess it is. Bring it back a bit. Want to get all the fishies. 2 more? Worth it? I don't know. We'll go ahead and get all these guys though. How big is that? 47? Not too bad. And we'll box it out here a little bit just to get the last little vestiges of the possible fish out of it. Now, is this bigger than that? Probably very much so. I don't know if that's better or not. Let's see. Production is 98, 113. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, like that. So it was 147 and 119. Yep, that's way better over here. Let's chop this back a bit. Maybe we do 2. 101. 113. Okay. Not too much difference. Probably because this is kind of crap. This is good. That area, but the other area was kind of crap. And we can do something like that instead. We get 111, 113. Yeah, I don't know if it even matters. Okay, cut it back to there. Get all that. 124, looks fantastic. So ideally what we want is this to be storage right here somewhere. So we have the room to get a big old fat storage in right there, and then that way they can grab from it easy. Put in some of these till it says 100% like you do every time. We are the fish people. I mean, we should be fishing, right? 250 more fish sounds great. And then we'll just grab a little road here. Make a little baby road. Comes over here. Just over to here. And right up to that storage like that. We'll just road this all in. Yeah, I think I like that. So that begs the question, since these guys are just absolutely draining these fisheries, do we even need this warehouse here? Right? It's a question for the ages. And maybe one will answer tomorrow. So, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, though. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night. And I will probably be on, I'm going to say about 6 to 6:30 Pacific tomorrow. I get off at about, let's see, I get off 5:30, so yeah, about 6:30 I should be on. So we'll see y'all then. Have a good night. We'll continue on with the Amevia in Songs of 6. Good night.